Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sidelines. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Seth Curry has solidified his place in the league. He says, I've just embraced my role no matter where I've been. Growing up with the Pops who played 16 years in the NBA and who was never a starter, I looked up to him just as much, if not more, than the All-Stars. I wanted to have a long career just like him. Kevin?
On his way, for sure. David, thanks. I'll look at the 76ers starting group. Joel Embiid out there with Miles Bridges. Then there's Tobias Harris. Then there's Maxey. And it's Harden in at the point. And for Brooklyn, Bridges out there with Cameron Johnson. Then it's Thomas. And it's Claxton in at the 5 spot.
Well, I played for the New Jersey Nets, and look, they made that move across the Hudson back in 2012, relocating to Brooklyn, which I think was the right move.
Here we go. And so here we go, the 76ers to start it. Harden with it. Right side, Maxey. Harris against Bridges. Back to Harden. Beyond the arc. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harden's got the opening field goal of the game for the 76ers.
Big three-point shot from James Harden. Look, this man locks in, and that is his shot.
Johnson sends the screen for Dinwiddie. Back to Thomas. Out up there for Johnson.
Oh, what a pass, and then he lays it in with a circus move.
So smooth. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Maxey looking it over. Here's Embiid. Takes it off the glass. And well over a decade in Brooklyn for the Nets. Richard, what kind of impact has that move had on the franchise?
Well, look, it's been great. The arena is fantastic. The fan base is growing. And more importantly, their ability to attract top-tier free agents like KD and Kyrie. They do not join the Nets if they're still in Jersey.
Now here's Harden. Last game, 26 points. Left side, Harris. Embiid. A shot. No good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
It definitely made things easier for them. When the other team is just handing you the ball back, you got to make them pay for it. He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Now, here's Bridges. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game.
And from long range, Bridges getting more and more comfortable, taking and making his share of threes.
And here's Maxey after Mikal Bridges hitting the 3. Thomas with the steal. Dinwiddie against Harden for 3. Bridges. And again, Brooklyn with the triple. Enter this part of the season is when we start to hear a lot of rumors, whether it's about players on the move, coaches on the hot seat. It covers all the bases.
Yeah, and that can be distracting for a lot of teams. I had a coach fired in the middle of a championship run. No one wants to be thinking about that or whether they'll be traded. But look, it happens this time of year.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had, taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
Dinwiddie passes to Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Embiid. George Niang comes in for Tobias Harris. DeAnthony Melton, he's checked in for Maxey. And it's Shake Milton in for James Harden. Milton the pass to Bridges. On the wing, Melton. Hits the three-point bomb.
I love the fact that Bridges does a little bit of everything, including passing the ball. And, you know, De'Anthony Melton's progression as a shooter has been impressive.
Yeah, he struggled on the pull-up jumpers early in his career, but he worked at it, and now he's very efficient. His offense is almost as good as his defense at this point.
And so here is Philadelphia, following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. At the top of the key, Bridges. Pass to Harrell. Over Simmons. And it's Harrell missing.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Now here's Mills. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Back to O'Neal. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. 5 on the clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Finney-Smith can't get it to go. 2-for-1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
And stolen by Simmons. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Montrezl Harrell did not like that.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes it.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Melton, no good.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now, here is O'Neal. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The jump hook, and that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Simmons.
Now, into the line for your next, Seth Curry.
6 seconds left to play here in the first. 1 second left. No good on the last second attempt there. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Nets out in front as they end the first quarter with a 13-5 run. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nets. And so it's Brooklyn with it. It's a three-point game. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the 76ers.
Very tough loss to them last time they played. I mean, in the end, the amount of trips to the line they gave up did them in.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Harris and Embiid are manning the post position. Harden out there with Tyrese Maxey. And it's Milton in at the 3 slot. Here now is Dinwiddie. In the game against Chicago, very impressive. Outside for Curry. Offline with his 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Milton. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Brooklyn. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Bridges a screen on Harris. Shot clock at 5. Count it. Bridges has got the lead up to 3 now for the Nets.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
When you have an MVP caliber player like Joel Embiid, you have to be in win mode now. And the Sixers are doing everything they can to get their big fella to the finals.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, guys. Now, Tobias Harris has been the leading scorer on teams in the NBA, but on the Sixers, he understands his role is different. He says, I'm not a guy who's going to press for looks. The ball's going to flow how it flows, and I just got to be ready when the opportunity comes my way. That's what winning basketball is all about. Kevin?
David, thank you. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
shooting for Brooklyn, Mikal Bridges. At the line, one shot.
And a talented swingman. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
The Nets making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. Nets leading by 7. There's the pick. Dinwiddie kicks to Bridges. He dishes it to Thomas. Brooklyn gets it back with the new shot clock at 14. And the Nets miss again. The 76ers trail by 7. Down low, Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Just a beautiful job of scanning the floor, finding the open man. Harris looking to involve his teammates.
Thomas against Maxey. Thomas, good. Thomas got his first points of the game. The 76ers have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. And the 76ers call time here.
Season after season, it seems like Tobias Harris only proves himself more invaluable.
He's one of those glue guys. Stick him into almost any lineup and he can contribute. Points, rebounds, assists, whatever you need. And that's what makes him a precious commodity.
So for the Nets, Simmons checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Johnson. And Royce O'Neal subbed in for Bridges. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Embiid. George Niang comes in for Harris. Bridges, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for James Harden. Nets leading by 7. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Dinwiddie. Outside Thomas. Shot clock at 6. Over Maxey. Again, Thomas missing. The 76ers trail by 7. Here's Niang. And the 76ers get it back. And that one drops.
You just can't teach that size. Bridges has the wingspan, those broad shoulders, just a tremendous rebounder for a wing.
Now, here's Thomas. 1:19 left to play here in the half. Passes it to Finney-Smith. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. And the Nets lead by 7.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Thomas against Maxey. Nice move. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. For the 76ers, their last game, a win against the New York Knicks.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
And no team is going to shoot 50% every night, but this team has the right approach. When the shots are falling, they can light it up.
Here's Melton, following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. Bridges up top. Back to Melton. Harrell setting the pick for Melton. And it's Harrell missing. The Nets on offense. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Thomas inside. He's covered by Maxey. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Maxey. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And out the line, shooting.
That free throw good from Thomas. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And we finished one half of basketball. Brooklyn ahead, ending the second quarter on a 14-4 run. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Joined by Doc Rivers. Coach, what did you think of the effort in the first half?
the effort's fine, I guess. Defensively, we got to be better, so that's partly effort. But they're just scoring too easy. They're throwing us around. They are so much more the physical team right now, so we got to pick up our physicality.
I'm sure that will be discussed thoroughly before the next half. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
And looking at the Rockets matchup, they clearly have the advantage, but they have to maintain their focus and execute, Ernie.
Looking forward to seeing how that one plays out, that's for sure. All right, let's get right into the story of the first half, and it's been the play of Mikal Bridges.
Fantastic three-point shooting from him, stretching out the defense. I had a couple of games like that myself, Jack. It's fun, man. Believe me, Jack, it's fun.
First of all, you don't know my real last name. It's Onilovich. If I wanted to be a three-point shooter, I would have been.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
We got Thomas. Johnson is out there with Bridges, and it's Claxton in at the pivot spot manning the middle. So that's the Nets 5.
And I feel like one of the more underrated aspects of Embiid's game is his passing.
He understands that teams are going to bring 2, sometimes 3. You have to make quick decisions with the ball when that happens. Embiid, he embraces that challenge.
Here's Dinwiddie, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And about the 76ers, Richard, they've been impressive.
Yeah, they've been on a 50-win pace for about the last 5 seasons. And with Joel Embiid every single year, you are going to be a contender. This is their window, and they are bringing in the talent to get it done.
Well, Greg, we see it every year. Those overachieving teams. In the NBA. What enables them to be greater than the sum of their parts?
Well, listen, luck can play a part, but confidence is a huge factor as well. If you walk into that gym every night believing you'll find a way to win, oftentimes you do.
And so here is Philadelphia. Bridges a screen on Dinwiddie. And Harden with the stuff.
Just an absolute master at creating separation. That is a nice move by Harden to free himself up.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Harden against Dinwiddie. Harden the pass to Embiid. Second chance effort, and it's blocked. And he's able to get it back.
Well, his shooting is unfortunately not a big thing. And his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping them behind.
Bridges misses.
Nice contest, a high level of energy. That's how you play defense.
Here's Dinwiddie. The shot that time, not on target. Good D by Harden.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
And for coaches' challenges, the refs review their own call. It's a little like grading your own test. Maybe, Greg, give that job to the review center.
You definitely risk confirmation bias, and everyone wants to be right. It does seem like some calls stand that probably could be reversed.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Thomas, and Curry subbed in for Dinwiddie. The 76ers also with a sub. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Maxey. 6 on the shot clock. Harris, and it's blocked. On the wing, Bridges, guarded by Harden. Shoots from the right block. That one wide left.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute, just 1 of 5 from the field.
11 feet away. Another miss by Philadelphia. Bridges with the steal.
Aggressive, just an attacker. Bridges wants the rock, especially near the rim.
O'Neal high post. Harris is there. The 3 from Johnson. Knocks down the 3 ball. Johnson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nets.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Now, here's Bridges. After the miss from Joel Embiid. The pass to Curry. From downtown. And the Nets, another 3.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time. Mikal Bridges has found a groove the last couple of years. 5 years removed from college, and he's become a full-time starter.
Now here is Harris. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Here's Harden with the drive, and it's Harden slamming it down.
Oh, that has to hurt if you're the defense. Harden getting fancy with the jam.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And a new group in for the Nets. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Johnson. Harris is checked in for O'Neal, and it's Mills in for Bridges. Philadelphia also making some changes. Harrell, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. George Niang comes in for Bridges, and it's DeAnthony Melton in for James Harden. A nice shot by Simmons.
And about Mikal Bridges, just how good can he be?
He's got the power to beat you off the dribble inside. Certainly likes to attack the paint, but he can also spot up and beat you from beyond the arc.
Now here is Harris. Pass to Melton. Jacks up a 3. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 4 assists in the game.
Assisted basket. Coaches just love those, so credit Harris for the pass.
Harris against Harris. To the inside. And Simmons kicks to Finney-Smith. Harris a screen. Finney-Smith passes to Harris. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Harrell setting the pick for Harris. Off target from three-point range. Inside. And Simmons slams it in.
And at his size, all Simmons needs is prime-time positioning, and he's golden. A fantastic dunker.
Here's Harris. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second-chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And so it's Brooklyn. 13 points up at the end of the period. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. Back to the action in just a minute. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
That is why he is a point guard in this league. He has the elite passing ability, the vision. You need both to play the point guard.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And so in the game for the 76ers, DeAnthony Melton out there with Maxey. Then it's Bridges. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Milton in at the 3. Now here's Thomas. Over to the wing. Launches a three. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Brooklyn. Well, Greg, what can you say about Joel Embiid's growth from a leadership perspective? Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Tremendous, Kevin. Carrying the Sixers with everything they went through, even though he came in second in MVP voting 2 years in a row. No player more important to his team than Joel Embiid.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Johnson comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith, and it's Bridges in for Harris. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for Brooklyn. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Thomas down low. He's covered by Maxey. Fades away. Thomas, good. And the Nets lead by 14.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Harden looking it over. Pass to Embiid. Over Claxton. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. Embiid. Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Maxey against Thomas. Back to Johnson. From the arc. That's good. It's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got 3 assists tonight.
Well, the man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go into the next. Got to at least show a little heart out here.
There's the lob to Bridges. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Thomas inside. Defended by Milton. Thomas's shot is off. They get a hand on it. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Milton with it. He's against Bridges. Another miss by Philadelphia. Brooklyn leading by 17. It's Thomas on the wing. The 3-ball. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 13 with that last one. A shot's good from Milton. Richard, you were part of a Cavs team that came back from 3 games to 1 down in the NBA Finals to win the title. Remarkable. Just how hard was that to do?
Well, let me say this. I think it was the greatest championship ever. And I'm not being biased. Those are the facts. They were the defending champion. They had the 2-time MVP. They won 73 wins that year. So for me, that was the most special comeback because we played in the greatest championship of all time.
I'm assuming there was no doubt in your mind at all you would come back, correct?
That's a lie. There was tons of doubt in my mind, but I will say this. When you have a group of guys that stay together when you're down 3-1, it's because you believe in each other and we believed in ourselves.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thanks. Yep, it counts.
Pulled the D that time. Harden with the soft touch. Okay.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about. Threatening with that attack.
Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Curry's checked in for the Nets.
And Harden is capable of getting you a triple-double every game. His versatility is incredible.
Outside for Curry. There's the triple. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's Philadelphia. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Harris's shot is off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Bridges up top. He's covered by Maxey. Curry. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Harris.
Yeah, easy call.
And the first one drops. Second free throw, no good.
And that should be enough to get the job done, even though he didn't get all of it.
Here's Melton. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
And Mills kicks to Simmons. Back to Mills. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in as we present the New Balance Player of the Game.
Can't see it, thing fake walk. I can't see it, thing fake walk. Yeah, they like Stevie, they can't see me. I'm in that guinea. Wanna feed you, need me. She won't please me. Like me, they like mine, like me. She like mine, like me. She like mine, like me. She like mine. Got it, man, I need it. Walk till I walk, need it till I walk. Dog, with your dog, she too. I'm not vegan. Yeah, I bet I put on them. Shit, put on them butts. I've been gone by the weekend.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And to get us underway, that was Skylar Cole singing the Star-Spangled Banner. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Julius Randle became an all-star in New York, but it was back in New Orleans that he found his stroke. The coaches told him, let it fly, and he said, quote, that's all I needed to hear. This league is about opportunity, confidence, and mindset. Those things came in all at once.
Thanks, Allie. We've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
And checking out Brooklyn's opening lineup. Cameron Johnson out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Dinwiddie in at point guard. Now here's Barrett. Claxton with a rebound. Here's Thomas. To the paint. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Here's the three. Sends it home from three-point land.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Brunson with it. Looking at his stats, he's getting just over 23 points a game. Drops in the three.
Credit Julius Randle. Off-season preparation trying to build the three-point range.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Here's Thomas, guarded by Quickly. Bridges outside. Pass to Thomas. Out to Bridges. 5 to shoot. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Well, good position, feet set. Bridges totally ready to get the shot off in catch-and-shoot situations. Nicely done.
And it's Quickly with a miss.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down. Guys, when you consider the firepower that the Nets have, obviously built to contend, but the defensive end has got to improve. We know championships are built and begin with the defensive side of the floor.
Nicholas Claxton. First personal foul. First team foul. Jalen Brunson. At the line.
And that one misses. And Doris for the Nets defense. Getting back a healthy Ben Simmons will be a big help.
Well, consider, B.A., that Ben was a two-time first-team all-defense already in his career. Joe Harris is competitively tough and brings size on the wing. And with some defensive depth coming in, getting stops has got to be the focus. Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Dinwiddie against Brunson from 11 feet away, and the jumper is good. Dinwiddie's gotten his second bucket on the night.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And again, the Knicks missing.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
Here's Thomas, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to go on R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, ever since the Nets relocated to Brooklyn in 2012, the rivalry between the Nets and Knicks has intensified. Now, both teams trying to prove that New York belongs to them.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. It'll be hard for the Nets to take New York City away from the Knicks. They've been there so long.
That's so true, B.A. But the Nets have attracted more star players lately. Top free agents choosing to go to the Nets instead of the Knicks. We'll see if this trend continues moving on.
And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Over to the wing. Launches it. And again, no good by Brooklyn. For New York, they've gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Randle, pass to Brunson. To the inside, Quickly. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
The Nets have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Dinwiddie outside. Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. A step-back shot. And it's Thomas with the rebound.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
for three. Bridges. It's rebounded by New York. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's Brunson. Finds the open look, and it's on target.
That's how you do it. The D looked helpless on that possession.
The Nets with a lead. Outside Johnson. Back to Dinwiddie. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Dinwiddie's got 7. Now another view of that incredible mobile one drive.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
With the floater. Here's Randall. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
What a presence Mitchell Robinson has given this team on the interior. He knows he can be a threat on the offensive glass.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Sims, he's checked in for Robinson. Toppin comes in for Randall. Hart's checked in for Barrett. And Rose is subbed in for Brunson. Now here's Mills. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Pass to Simmons. Out to Harris. Over quickly. And Harris gets it to go on the assist from Simmons.
Well, how about the mid-range game? Joe Harris knows they're going to run him off the three-point line, so he's showing you what else he has.
Outside Hart. Kicks it to Quickly. Off target from outside. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10.
Guys, it seems to me that what's gotten lost in all the criticism of Ben Simmons shooting is the fact that this guy is still very special at the things he is very capable of doing.
Pass to Sims. Now here's Rose. Toppin, a screen on Mills. From deep, Rose. Hart from long range. That shot off. And Brooklyn will come the other way. And Simmons has taken a ton of heat recently.
He really has, B.A., but it seems to me he's ready to prove his doubters wrong. Maybe he uses all that criticism as motivation to finally improve his shooting, because absolutely on the defensive end, this guy is a terror. And in transition, he puts a ton of pressure on you.
Now here's Toppin. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Sims can't get it to go. The Nets have gone 6 of 11 so far. Now here's Finney-Smith. Guarded by Quickly. Nice shot by Finney-Smith.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Now here's Rose. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Shoots over Mills. Rose with the bucket.
You can see the athleticism and toughness. Rose becoming exponentially more dangerous the closer he gets to the rim.
Simmons with a screen on Rose. Pass to O'Neal. The three ball. The rebound by Sims. New York trailing. Hart from long range. Doesn't go that time.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Rose against Mills. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Patrick Mills. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
So the Nets making a switch here. Curry's checked in. New York has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Quickly passes to Toppin. Here's Sims. To the middle. Here's Rose. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten 7 of 13 shots to drop. Simmons with a screen on Rose. Curry passes to Simmons. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. And the Nets lead by 7.
When you think of Seth Curry, you're thinking shooting. But there, what a pretty pass to find the open man.
And I love it. Challenging the bigger defender and showing plenty of heart.
It is not an easy task trying to convert against length. Give him credit for taking on that challenge.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Nets up by 5. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return.
And a big round of applause for your Knicks City Kid.
If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Toppin plays the 4 with Randall in at center. Josh Hart is out there with Jalen Brunson, and it's Barrett in at small forward. That's the group for New York starting the second. Well, for the Knicks, what's it going to take to bring them back to the glory days?
Oh, that's a loaded question, B.A. But first of all, a superstar would certainly help. They haven't really had one for quite some time. If they can either develop or attract an elite all-star player, that would be a start to turning this New York franchise around and becoming possibly a contender.
Bridges finds Curry. Back to Bridges. On the wing, Curry. 5 on the clock. 18 feet out. Oh, they get a hand on it. Bridges outside. Simmons with a screen on Barrett. Bridges passes to Simmons, and they pick up 2. Simmons has got 6.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Pass to Randall. Down low. The kick out to Brunson. The baseline, Jay. Misses off the right iron.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Screen by Claxton. And he lobs it up top. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell. And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Simmons against Toppin. The bank shot, no good. For New York, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Barrett passes to Brunson. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Barrett can't hit.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Simmons against Brunson. And that one's good. Simmons has gotten 4 this quarter.
Boy, Ben Simmons, because of his size, inside, he is a dangerous force.
It's blocked. Hard against Curry. To the wing, right side. Dinwiddie on the attack. The shot off that time. Randall with some nice D. And here's Brunson. His last outing, he had 20. Pass to Toppin. Randall with it. Working on Claxton. New York, no good that time either. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Dinwiddie passes to Bridges. Fires the 3. And Toppin pulls it down.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Brunson against Bridges. Inside. Simmons brings a double team. For 3, Randall. New York, no good that time either. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter.
Oh, and last summer, Ben Simmons had surgery on a herniated disc. I'm not a back expert. I'm more of an ankle guy, but hard to be effective when that area is just not right.
He gets it in there.
Second chance points are always painful. You have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. A big group substitution here for New York. Robinson, he's checked in for Julius Randle. Sims comes in for Toppin. Quickly is checked in for Barrett. And it's Derrick Rose in for Brunson. And last season, Ben Simmons caught some flack for not suiting up in the playoffs. Grant, you think his surgery quieted those voices a little?
I think it did a little bit. But, at this point, it's going to come down to his performance on the court. He does have something to prove. It'll be interesting to see what he does. This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Rose finds quickly. Hart with it. He's against O'Neal. Pass to Sims. Shot clock at 6. Trying to get back on track. And they get it back. And here's Quickly from downtown. Gets the 3 ball to go. Quickly's got 5 points.
Boy, how about the awareness from the big man? We think of Mr. Robinson as a shot blocker. What a pretty pass.
O'Neal on the wing. Pass to Thomas. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 4 rebounds in the game. And there's the lob. Hey, great communication on the lob.
Saw his teammate with a path to the rim, and boom, lobbed it up there beautifully.
Very smooth catch and finish from deep. Johnson. And the Nets get it back. Now here's Mills. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Thomas misses. New York has gone 1 of 4 from 3-point land here in the second. Pass to Rose. 3-pointer. And Mills pulls it down. The Nets with the lead. Johnson with it. Picked up by Rose. Here's Thomas. There's the screen by Johnson. Going inside. Thomas, that's good. Thomas has got 4 points in the quarter.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Mills against Rose. 1:07 left to play in the half. They get it back. Pass to Sims. And here's Quickly. It's Hart on the wing. Launches a 3. Finney Smith pulls it in. The Nets shooting 40% in the second quarter so far. Mills against Robinson. Here's O'Neal. And now the Knicks on the break. And he banks in the layup.
And that's all the result of some good defensive awareness.
Pass to Thomas. Back to Mills. There's a screen to the paint. Here's Finney Smith. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson.
Well, you love to see Finney Smith look to score it inside. He's got length and athleticism.
Harris is checked in for Mills. And he ends up missing both free throws.
Guys, I think what you have to love about Dorian Finney-Smith is his versatility. Skill set-wise, you can play him at either forward position, and in either spot, he's going to give you tremendous defensive effort.
Down low. Here's Sims. And there's the drive. Off target at the rim. And And so it's the Brooklyn Nets leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Well, Coach, this first half has been a struggle. What's been the problem?
Lack of intensity. We're back on our heels. They're attacking us. We're not getting much done.
Guys, they'll look to be the aggressor in the second half.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
And that game against the Hawks, this one should be very informative. We'll just see how even these teams are. The rankings might not tell the whole story.
Projections mean nothing to me.
And we come back to the game at hand in the first half. Plenty to like for the Nets.
This game is close right now. They have a big advantage with the bench. I mean, if their reserves can keep this up in this kind of level of scoring, Shaq, it's going to be hard to beat them.
And if you're the starters, you get paid like starters. Don't let the bench guys outshine you.
No, it's a team effort. Everybody's one unit. Don't look at it starters, bench. It's us against them.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. You know, one guy who's been getting it done is Ben Simmons.
Well, he really outdid himself in that first half. Stepped up and gave them a big lift.
A huge bonus. Boy, when he's contributing like this, it makes everything easier for his team.
On the floor for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton out there with Cameron Johnson. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point.
Mitchell Robinson on the floor for his defense unequivocally, but this young guy is really coming on the offensive end. Great job drawing the contact. Early in his career, Mitchell Robinson feels like an old-school big to me. This guy owns the painted area. He's completely focused on finding those close-range opportunities to score.
Mitchell Robinson's focus on high-percentage looks has given him record-setting efficiency doors.
It has, B.A. In the abrupted 2020 season, he finished with a field goal percentage of 74%. That put him over Wilt Chamberlain's old record. I think that says it all.
Here's Dinwiddie, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barrett. It's February. Let's see how things are shaping up in the East. You take a look at the Nets. They're hoping to make some moves from the number 5 spot before the start of the playoffs. And, of course, New York, 2 spots below.
Well, for the Knicks, they failed to deliver the great season people were hoping for, but it's far from hopeless. Plenty of time to turn things around for them.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
It was a strong move. The shot's just a little off.
Boy, you think about the start of Spencer Dinwiddie's career. It was rocky. This guy falls to the second round. He gets waived a couple of times. It wasn't until he found his way to the Nets that he started to find his footing.
Randall against Johnson. The 11-footer. Randall, good. Randall's got 7.
So often the guy who sets the screen. In that instance, Julius Randle with the ball in his hands in the pick and roll. Go ahead, Julius.
Talking about Dinwiddie, he steadily improved with Brooklyn, Doris.
He sure did, B.A., averaging 20 points per game during that 1920 season. Then he was rewarded with a huge free agent deal during the summer of 2021. Perseverance is a big-time part of his story.
To the wing on the left. The kick out to Johnson. Bridges against Barrett. Jacks up a 3. And Bridges good for 3. And now a 9-point Nets lead.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy dangerous as a shooter.
Pass to Brunson. Johnson against Randall. No good. Johnson with the defensive effort.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Bridges passes to Dinwiddie. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Excellent execution coming out of the break. They've taken 3 shots and made 3 shots.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Now a timeout called by New York.
And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
Toppin, he's checked in for Robinson. Simmons is checked in for Brooklyn. Curry comes in for Thomas. The 3, Barrett. Rebounded by the Nets. Bridges has got his 4th rebound in this one. And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, B.A., it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
That one's off.
2 shots.
And the second free throw is good. And for players, greatness can be defined so many ways, but giving back has to be a component of that. Wouldn't you say, Grant?
Well, to whom much is given, much is expected. In BA, I agree 100%. Players today understand the impact that they can have on others. I love that about the league, the players, the coaches, everyone involved, using this gift to make a change and a positive impact throughout the world.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, guys, Commissioner Silver's open to change. He said, quote, "We're not beholden to pure tradition. We care a lot about it, but all of the factors I think about when we talk about changing the rules, I'm less concerned about that. We should live in the present, be respectful of those records, but also be willing to adjust when it makes sense." BA?
All right, thanks, Allie. Count it.
The floater can be a tricky shot, but that's the right choice.
Here's Brooklyn. They're on a 12-4 run. Simmons against Toppin. Throws it up high. Randall with a steal. To the middle. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Simmons with a screen on Brunson. Dinwiddie passes to Simmons. And slam dunk by Simmons.
So impressive is the athleticism of Ben Simmons.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. To the inside. Toppin finds Brunson. That 3's off the mark.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Bridges against Barrett. Bridges passes to Simmons. Screen by Bridges. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. And here are some point guards who have been very hot from beyond the arc this year. Third is Jalen Brunson.
And over the years, we have really seen the point guard position evolve. Give these guys a whole bunch of credit. I mean, what a great group of long-range shooters.
You know, and having that element of long-range shooting ability makes them a tough puzzle for defenders to solve. You know, it's an invaluable asset for a point guard, and these players have it in a big-time way.
Pass to Toppin. The 3. New York, no good that time either.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Simmons. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
Boy, it's nice to see Ben Simmons catch a little rhythm offensively right here.
New York has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter.
The people upstairs in Brooklyn have been making some very interesting moves, trying to put together a championship caliber team.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Some changes for Brooklyn. Finney Smith checked in for Claxton. O'Neal comes in for Bridges, and Harris is subbed in for Dinwiddie. On defense, the Nets. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. It's at 15 points. Back to Rose. Outside Hart. Pass to Barrett for three. No good on the shot. The Nets go the other way with it. Are those big decisions by the Nets front office difficult to deal with as players?
You know, some guys can ignore the politics, but I'm sure others do have questions at the end of the day, though. These guys just want a ball. And ultimately, I think they just roll with the punches.
There's the triple. Here's Sims. Rebound Brooklyn. O'Neal's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Fires for three. He can't get that one to fall. New York shooting a low 31%. Their offense is lacking. Rose against Simmons. Rose, the pass to Toppin. To end the drought. And Simmons grabs the board. Simmons has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Simmons with a screen on Barrett. Here's Curry. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
The chemistry Toppin has with his teammates. Just get up over the rim and finish it with authority, Obi.
The Nets have got 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Curry passes to Simmons. Oh, big finish!
Oh, did you see that?
Simmons with a little flair and flash. Let him feel all of your basketball ability, Ben Simmons.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Pass to Hart. 1:14 left in the third quarter. And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Harris. That's his first foul. Robinson, he's checked in for New York. Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Thomas comes in for Curry. We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter of the game. Barrett passes to Robinson. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Robinson's got 5 now.
Yeah, good awareness by Mitchell Robinson. Reads the coverage and capitalizes as a roller.
Pass to Johnson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Nets lead by 15.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Rose, the pass to Robinson. Back to Rose. From deep. Brooklyn with the board.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Mitchell Robinson at the line, 2 shots.
He's off on the first. Over the last couple of seasons, Doris, the Knicks have played great defense.
Well, look no further, B.A., than their head coach. Obviously, Tom Thibodeau built his reputation on the defensive end of the floor. It begins with attitude. It means playing on a string, being committed to each other. Everyone will play defense at all times, no possessions off.
Goes back up. Hart pulls it in. Pass to Barrett. Robinson, a screen on Harris. The 3, Barrett. That shot, no good. And so it's Brooklyn, up 15 points as this quarter concludes. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. More 2K action in just a moment. And we take a listen in now to Tom Thibodeau on a recent huddle.
Just made a run, settle down, okay? Score, stop, score. That's what we have to do right here. Now we're spread out. Now the ball's going anywhere. We got to get control of the ball again.
Coach Thibodeau trying to get control of this game.
They're keeping things simple during timeouts. One possession at a time.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. At the 4 and the 5, it's Randall and Robinson. Jalen Brunson is out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Barrett in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Here's Barrett, and it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Brooklyn.
I mean, they've played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
And for New York, they're shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense. Outside Robinson, pass to Randall. That's good. And now he's 5 for 11 in this one.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
The Nets have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Here's Bridges. Oh, Robinson with a block.
Well, this is the special aspect of Mitchell Robinson. That rim protection, that ability to send it back. Look out.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Pass to Randall. Barrett with it. Randall a screen on Bridges. Clock at 6. And it's Barrett on the drive. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Excellent instincts from R.J. Barrett right there. Finds the gap, drives with confidence.
Dinwiddie with it, and it's Brunson picking him up. Robinson with a steal. Brunson against Dinwiddie. Nice D from Bridges.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
To the middle. Oh, got a piece of it. Johnson passes to Dinwiddie. Over Brunson. Dinwiddie, no good. For New York, they've gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. And the Knicks making a change here. Toppin's checked in. And the Nets also making a change. Curry, he's checked in for Harris. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Pass to Brunson. There's a screen by Toppin. 6 to shoot. That one no good. Excellent D there from Dinwiddie. The Nets have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Takes the 3. They get it again. It's Bridges on the wing. Counted from distance.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
New York calls timeout. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Ben Simmons.
It's almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to cool off, hitting just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's had an answer for just about everyone.
I'll tell you, this is the kind of game you love to have from your role players. Putting up big numbers, filling in the gaps, and supporting your squad out on the road. A difficult situation for New York. Here's Randall. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And for Julius Randle, back in 2014, a nightmare start to his career, Greg.
Oh, man, so sad. I mean, Julius breaking his leg just 14 minutes into his NBA debut. A serious injury that required him to miss his entire rookie season. But give Randall credit for coming back and carving out a great career.
Good on the second one. You know, the point forward is an archetype that by now fans are familiar with. Grant, you were one of the OGs at the point forward. How's that position evolved in your mind?
Well, it's evolved because so many players today have the skill set to be a point forward. Before me, there were guys like Paul Pressey and Scottie Pippen in the 80s and early 90s. But as I said, players today, the skill level is so elite. And with this positionless basketball that we're in, you must have a point forward or two on your team to be successful.
And New York shooting right at 35%, not getting what they want out there. Bridges against Barrett. Randall outside, takes a three. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Well, the trio of KD, Kyrie, and Hartendorf, they played just 16 games together when it was all said and done.
Just so frustrating for a Nets organization that had positioned itself to acquire that talent. But this is a real lesson about success in the NBA. You have to maximize your windows and take nothing for granted because, boy, do things change quickly.
The Knicks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Randall, a screen on Dinwiddie. Pass to Toppin. Now Randall. Basket's good.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
66-49.
Bridges passes to Curry. And he's going for the lob. Stole it away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. It's Barrett on the wing. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got his 4th assist with that last one.
You've got to have a short memory. Put a poor first half in your rear view and now make an impact.
Inside, Claxton. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. Brunson against Dinwiddie. Brunson passes to Barrett. Here's Randall. From down in the low post, it goes. Randall's got 11 points here in the second half.
I'll tell you, tough first half puts it in the rear view. The shooting percentage starting to reflect that.
It's Bridges on the wing, guarded by Barrett. And here's Curry for 3. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
With the offense reeling, coach has to get these guys on the same page.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
Robinson, he's checked in for Randall. And a change for the Nets. Thomas has checked in. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Tom Thibodeau coaching his team during that last break. He told them, quote, this next stretch could determine the outcome. We can't afford to make a good play on one end and then a bad play on the other end. We need consistency, and we need to stay focused. Guys, we'll see if they can get it done.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's Brunson. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. And so 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Mikal Bridges.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
That free throw, no good.
Now, before he arrived in the NBA, Jalen Brunson had a ton of success in college. This guy instrumental in Villanova's national title in 2018. Uncharacteristic trip to the line for him. Just lost his feel on those shots.
Here's Thomas. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. For all he did at the college level, Brunson still dropped to the second round of the NBA draft orders.
He did, B.A., but he showed he belongs right away. His numbers get a little bit better every season. At 6'1", he's a strong finisher close to the bucket. He can play the 1 guard. He can play the 2 guard. He can make open shots. He can get in the paint and score. Jalen Brunson is a big-time contributor to a high-quality basketball team.
Now quickly, pass to Brunson. Fires from deep. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Here's Claxton. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, and absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. 1:44 left to play in the fourth. Outside Brunson. Robinson, a screen on Dinwiddie. Back to Barrett. Stolen by Bridges. Out to the right wing. Here's Thomas, guarded by Quickly. Thomas misses. New York, they're working against the clock now. Now here's Brunson. Tipped.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Nets.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just two tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And for the year now, they've chalked up 35 wins.
It's just a great matchup for them, and they're looking for the 4-game season sweep in their next meeting.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Ben Simmons.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
What a performance tonight. Getting a win like this on the road is such a boost.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Toppin passes to Brunson. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. We wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Lets it go from deep. Can't hit that one.
And he's easily led the way on the boards tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. Feels like he's quicker to the basketball than anyone else out there.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.